So are you looking for one of the best campgrounds in the entire country to take you and your family this summer for a family adventure? Well, look no further, because in this week's video, we're gonna give you the full review of Yogi Bear's Jellystone Campground in Lodi, California. So without further ado, cue the intro and let's get into it.
What's up, YouTube? Trevi from the Adventure Buddies, the modern travel family, bringing you another video filled with tips, tricks, and inspiration to make sure you maximize your next family adventure, like we always do here at the Adventure Buddies.
So one of the best things to know about Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park is that there are a variety of ways you can stay at the park. And so we just got back from a 3,008-day road trip with a company called Road Surfer. And so we took this RV to the max. And so our first stop on that was Jellystone Campground. And so if you want to see that full video or review or tips on how to manage an RV for the first time, click the link above here. But at this park, you have 3 different ways you can stay. And so you could stay in an RV. And so they have full RV hookups. So they have a variety of options from a basic to a premium option. They are pet friendly. And they do have the option to camp. So you can camp right in a tent. You're also gonna have the amenities with the bathrooms, showers, laundromat, etc., all right there next to you. Or you could spend a little bit extra. They are a little bit pricier, but you can do a deluxe cabin. And so they have a variety of different cabin options. So they have a 2-story cabin, single story. They have the ability to add a hot tub on the back. So if you're not into camping and you just wanna hang out in a cabin, they have something for you. And so one of the best things about this campground is they just have a ton of variety of ways that you could stay here at the campground. So next, let's talk about some of the other amenities at the campground. So as we mentioned earlier, they have ways to camp, but they also have some of the amenities right next to you. So they have showers, they have bathrooms, laundromats, vending machines, etc. So those are all pretty basic at campgrounds, but they also had a full market. So inside that market, you could get any of the groceries that you may have forgot or you need to restock on, or just like us, we did a ton of some more, so we had to go back and get some more marshmallows, graham crackers, etc. So also right next to that, they had a full restaurant for you. And this restaurant was reasonably priced, but it was open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and most importantly, was very tasty. Continuing on with the amenities, let's talk about the activities, because this is where your kids are just going to have an absolute ball. So they have a ton of different activities. So let's get into 2 categories: outdoor versus water. Starting with the outdoor activities, you're gonna have a number of different playgrounds. There was 2 playgrounds at this facility. There is a basketball court, a volleyball court. They also have a gaga ball court, if you know what gaga ball is. They have a jumping pillows, which is a huge inflatable pillow that you can just jump on. Plus, they had a variety of other activities. They had a movie theater that was outdoor that you could watch movies on. They had Hawaiian dancers one night, so they had theme nights. And then they also have arts and crafts. And so we got to do some painting and just have a good time under a pavilion. So a ton of different activities that you can do outdoor. And the best thing about all those outdoor activities is that those were free. But there were a few that you actually had to pay for. And so the first one was gem mining. And so if you wanted to mine for gems or rocks, etc., you could do that. It didn't look all that interesting to us. Or the second one, and one that we actually decided to pay for, and we were glad we did because we had a ton of fun, was the laser tag. So they had a unique laser tag set up outdoors that actually had different buildings and structures you can go in and out of. And this was a ton of fun. And so the laser tag is gonna run you $9 during the day or $15 during the night. And it was totally worth it. Next, let's talk about some of the water activities, because there were many. And so the first one, they do have a lake, so you have the opportunity to go fishing. My son Jake caught a bunch of bass in there. You can't rent a pole, but you need to bring your own. The second one is you can rent a boat, you can rent a kayak, etc. So there are additional charges for those, but they do have the option to get out in the lake. And so during the hot summer months, being out in the lake could be a fun option for you. Continuing on with water activities, let's talk about the water park. You heard me right, there's a water park inside Jellystone Campground. So this water park has several different pools, a couple different hot tubs. It has several different slides of all ages. So our baby Olivia was able to go on, and then Trevi and Gianna here was able to do a couple older ones. Plus, they also had a lazy river for you to go in there. So get there early is our only suggestion, because it does fill up, especially on those hot summer months. But this water park was a ton of fun here at Jellystone. A few other things that we want to call out that make this campground great is that you'll find an itinerary of events. And so they have a changing calendar of things that they're going to offer on a day-to-day basis. So you don't have to think, You just have to open up the calendar and see what's available to do for fun activities with you and your family. They also have mini golf. We weren't able to do that. We ran out of time. And the other thing that we need to call out is for an additional fee, you can actually rent a golf cart to take you around the entire premise. And so the premise here at this campground is huge. And so if you're happen to be positioned at your campsite farther away, so we were actually positioned far away from the water park, rent a golf cart is going to be life-changing. We didn't do so, we made that mistake, but make sure you book that golf cart ahead of time. And then finally, when you are talking about Yogi Bear's Jellystone Campground, you probably want to go see Yogi Bear. And so they had a ton of different options for you to go see the characters. And so if you wanted to pay an additional fee, you could actually schedule a time with the characters, or you didn't have to. You could actually go there for free. And so they actually had a calendar of events that included when you could do some meet and greets and do some photos with the actual characters. And to our disappointment, we didn't get to see Yogi Bear, but we did get to see Boo Boo and Cindy Bear, and we had a ton of time taking pictures of them, hanging out, interacting with them, and baby Olivia sure loved to meet them. So there you guys have it, a full review of Yogi Bear's Jellystone Campground here in Lodi, California. If you've been there, comment down below what you enjoyed or didn't enjoy about that. If you haven't, is this something that's appealing to you, or do you have a better recommendation for us? We'd love to hear from you. And while you're at it, please consider giving us that big thumbs up. Hit that red subscribe button for more travel tips and adventures. Most importantly, remember, life's an adventure. Who you going on it with?